What's up, YouTube? The Real X Dog here with a quick take. And before I begin, I have a disclaimer. I will say this carefully since everyone loves getting offended these days. I am only directing this hot take at members of the IWC, Reddit, and Smarks in general that find more ways to bitch and moan about the WWE main roster programming. I don't mean legitimate comments and concerns about the product. I do mean the double standards, the hypocrisy, and all-around cynicism about the product that would not be said about NXT, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground, and to some extent TNA. So whatever pronoun or noun I use describing the fans without clarification is referring to them. Got it? Okay. I was going to talk about this amazing wrestling we just had from Saturday till Tuesday, along with the Talking Smack episode. But, nope, can't really. Well, actually, I started enjoying that more because Tuesday was a lot better. 40% of the steam is taken out of this. What prompted this is this situation here that occurred from Saturday to Sunday, where NXT is good as usual. I mean, it has to be. Normally, after what's been going on lately on the main roster, I've been led to believe that's not much up here to complain about that, going by the IWC in general, that lately, the place, especially on Reddit, has been a lot more civilized. But in one show I had seen, and not just a few people, enough that up here Monday and part of Tuesday was like bizarro world, where you were better off admitting that you are a Roman Reigns and Eva Marie fan. The fans of the people I'm about to name real quick, they turn on Sasha Banks. They turn on Enzo Amore. They turn on Charlotte. Well, some of them already had feelings about Charlotte, but they turn on Charlotte. They turn on the New Day. They turn on Carmella. They turn on Apollo Crews, Dean Ambrose. Brock Lesnar I don't care about. I've been saying what I said about Brock Lesnar since he came back. So I'm being hipster X-Dog here. I was already hitting Brock Lesnar return before they thought it was cool. And then the last two is what made me so pissed off that I better say this on my own video, so that way I won't make it too hard on the editor. Thursday. So here's the thing. Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, and Sasha Banks, y'all turned on them. The Finn Balor one is what sent this all over the edge. And it came to Sasha Banks. And after their match, after her match with Charlotte, the comments and after it, the match was a good match. It was a real good match. And the comments, calling Sasha Banks sloppy, saying she only cares about her bank statement, video games, and anime, and apparently up here going around with Kool-Aid colored hair, acting like she's a real life Sailor Scout or something. I'm like, y'all were talking about the boss getting her chance ever since the women's revolution, which was the Divas Revolution at the time. Y'all were talking about her getting her shot. Y'all kept saying the whole time, wait till Sasha, we want Sasha, the entire time. Now y'all finally get Sasha, and y'all start shitting on the girl. Already. Soon as she got a title, I'm up here like, okay, great, she got it. It's lukewarm that she won it. What the fuck, really? Then for Charlotte, okay, she being sloppy. She just dare. She just dare being lazy. I'm like, ever since she went heel and had Nate, I haven't had much of a negative thing to say about her. I saw what I said before. She doesn't do a great job of selling most of the time. But other than that, she has got it. And then New Day, all of a sudden now, the matches are average. Their gimmicks are getting stupid. I'm tired of hearing about bootios. I got fucking cereal. Now y'all just jumped the shark. Now I guess because now Gallows and Anderson the new thing, so New Day ain't New Day anymore. So I guess it's the old day. So they're done with New Day. And then Enzo called him sloppy. And then talking sloppy, he's boring, he's predictable, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, he was doing the same thing in NXT. What do you think he was going to do? The classic tag team wrestling. He's a small guy. Big Cass is a 7-foot tall guy. You don't have Big Cass get the fuck beat down unless he's injured, because it doesn't make any sense with their normal dynamic. There's the classic tag team wrestling. Gable and Jordan up here, same thing. Up here, Gable is bigger than Enzo and has more offense and has all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, in general, what happens? Gable's the one who eventually getting the beating. He makes the hot tag to Jordan. Jordan goes ham, takes off the straps, and then goes even more ham. That classic tag team wrestling. And then they get on Enzo now by his promos time. His promos are stupid now. Is that he just says random shit and people just laugh at it because of how random it is. It's not a good promo. And then we go to Dean Ambrose and Finn Balor here. And this minor one on Seth Rollins. Apparently up here they done caught the Bret Hart-itis because now everybody's saying Seth Rollins unsafe, he's unsafe. And talking all about that turnbuckle powerbomb need to be banned, but it's not, but the curb stomp is. Never mind. I don't have a turnbuckle I can powerbomb my friends into, but I certainly can have them get on their knees and I stump them in the head. But that's pretty much the main reason why it's banned, like Randy Orton's punt. That kids can actually imitate that. Of course, kids probably could throw somebody to the corner of their room, but I mean, that's not likely, and that's pretty dumb. But and then the other thing about Seth Rollins is his heel run last year, so now they're still salty about that. And I said before, I love how he was booked last year. I said he played the heel role perfectly. He knew how to get a reaction not out of just regular fans, but he up here knew what to do and how to do it to also piss off Smarks as well. And the fact that up here, and then people try to come with roundabout reasons, trying to ignore the fact that, hey, Seth Rollins did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He even said up here in interviews out of kayfabe that he knew the reaction he was getting from guys on the internet about how he was as a heel. And that fact is, he did exactly what he needed to do to piss them off as a heel. Like I said, so in other words, he knew how to hit both audiences as a heel. And I don't get why folks act like they just too good to get worked. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why you watch the show. If you just watching the show just to have a guy's eye view and like, okay, this is how they playing this backstage and it's good. I mean, what's the point of watching at that point? You don't watch any other form of entertainment where you're sitting here worried more about what's going on behind the scenes than what's actually going on in the movie. I ain't see nobody watching X-Men or whatever, and then going around watching the movie like, well, all this happened backstage, so this is what happened, and then whatever. And what happened on the screen really just irrelevant to the most part. But Dean Ambrose, since the Shield broke up, Dean Ambrose was the one guy up here where folks were here concerned about. Now, I don't feel like checking all the tapes on Real Wrestling because it's probably about 20-something episodes. But I'm pretty sure if I wasn't the only one saying I'm not worried about Dean Ambrose, I pretty much was the loudest and the most confident that I'm not worried about Dean Ambrose, that Dean Ambrose is going to get his. And when he does get his, it would be no problem whatsoever for WWE to put him up there for it to be believable. And, well, when it was time for him to get that push, they teased it with that dusty finish. The crowd went crazy for it. And Seth Rollins had created one of the most memeable faces when he found out that he's still the champion. Then, when he actually did it, and Dean Ambrose actually won and legitimately won. Huge celebration for that first moment. And then by the next day, it's back to cynical response. Like, okay, did that just to make the fans happy. Blah, blah, blah. Roman's going to get the title back. All the kind of stuff. We're going to have a Shield triple threat. Roman's going to get his title back. Then Roman gets wellness. Then, like, okay, Seth Rollins going to get the title. And then, when the brand split occurred, Dean's the odd man out on what they say is the B show. So they're like, oh, it's guaranteed Dean Ambrose is losing that title because Vince is not finna bring his title to SmackDown, the B show, even though Vince owns all of this shit. But he's not going to put his title on SmackDown, the B show. So Dean Ambrose is definitely losing it now to Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose wins clean, beats Roman, for folks who care about who takes the L, beats Roman, and then Raw gets the ugly Universal title. So not only did Dean win this triple threat, ending that notion, he takes the title to what they call the B show. So I'm not sure who's out of touch here. And then we go to the one that propped out is Finn Balor. I'm watching this. Finn Balor, when he debuted and beat and won his Fatal 4-Way match, I believe, Then he goes on to face Roman Reigns and beats Roman Reigns in the main event to go face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Universal title. People thought this was the hottest debut. I'm seeing this on ESPN. All this, apparently now all sports sites cover WWE now. I mean, that's a great marketing move that they're doing that. So they're covering Finn Balor. I'm looking at comments and stuff like that where they are loving this. And then when we get to SummerSlam, I have never seen the fans flip in an instant like this. Leading up to Finn Balor winning, I mean, everybody was excited like Finn Balor finna win. He finna cap off the most amazing debut in recent WWE history. Because unlike Kevin Owens, he didn't lose the feud, so to speak. You know, he could potentially still lose the feud when he comes back. But he hits the coup de grace. He pins Seth Rollins. And then, the moment he wins, the threat that chat went from 0 to 100 in a flash. I mean, people up here like, man, fuck WWE. He said, man, does Vince give a fuck about his roster? How the fuck do you put somebody who just got there in 1 month to the fucking championship? How the fuck does he get this? He can't. Yeah, all stuff like he doesn't wrestle that well. So all he does is just do a whole bunch of a bunch of indie spots and punch and kick the whole match. He doesn't cut a great promo. All he does is just look good in the ring. And I mean, they are just going off on Finn Balor like he up here is literally the demon of wrestling for real, as if he just completely fucked everything up. And I mean, he didn't get, I said, he got called up and just got the title just like that. What the fuck is this? Kevin Owens didn't get this. These guys didn't debut like this, but Seth Rollins did, but Finn Balor does. Not to mention, the same people saying that said WWE screwed up Neville, they screwed up Sami Zayn, they screwed up Kevin Owens, they screwed up just about everybody who went to the main roster, or your Corbin and stuff like that. All these guys who said they should have been legitimate title contenders, where they wanted Kevin Owens to beat John Cena and then beat John Cena again and get the U.S. title. So they basically want him to have a similar debut where he comes in that hot, and then after that time, then it's Survivor Series, I believe, something like that, for him to go for the WWE title. And I think at that time, where was it? Brock Lesnar still was on that title? Seth Rollins. So was he going to instantly go after Seth Rollins just like that? After this, we come to learn that Finn Balor is injured. Finn Balor is out 6 months with a shoulder injury. When WWE officially announced that he was injured, the comments in there were good. The top, and folks like, well, they're just some people. For people who don't be on Reddit or something like that, here's how this works. You have upvotes and downvotes. If you upvote a comment, it goes up to the top. Because most comments are sorted by best. Some people voted by rising comments that are new and rising up from votes. Or they have it as top. So in other words, the one that has the most votes will appear at the top. If you get downvoted, especially get downvoted early, your post gets buried. And that's literally their turn. So, in any case, you actually will get buried on Reddit if you get a bunch of downvotes, especially when that comment is first created, because it's basically becoming hidden and somebody has to actually click to view it. So normally comments that gets downvoted in the instant after they're first created, if it's very unpopular, you're not going to see it unless you choose to view controversial comments or threads. So that's pretty much what happens. So in other words, the top rated comment on that thread was good. Maybe in 6 months he can come back, work his way back up, and earn the title like everybody else on the fucking roster, instead of getting a boost just because he was hot shit in NXT and on the Indies. So I'm thinking, like, okay, this is a main roster person up here who don't watch NXT that after started it, but his flair, was his title, so to speak, is basically up here indie guy. Check his comment history, which I don't do very, because I really don't give a fuck that much about this stuff. But actually, his comment history, he is legit. Almost all his comments, he almost never comments on the main roster. Almost everything he's talking about is NXT and the Indies. Almost everything. He rarely talks about the main roster. So this guy is literally who he is. with a 4-year-old account. So he's not a recent guy. He been there for a minute, and he really is only an indie and NXT guy. So he is going off about he glad he's injured so that way he can work his way up and earn it, because that's disrespectful to the rest of the fucking roster. And I'm like, you can say that, that's fine. But the fact that you have nearly 3,000 upvotes in 20 minutes is insane. The fact that that many people like that comment, and the fact that that's been the top comment, and the fact is that that's supposed to not get buried. The fact that you got strings and strings of people agreeing with you up here to varying degrees, where people who got their posts buried are people say, what kind of fan are you that you celebrating this man being injured? And they're like, well, it's not a series of an injury. Apparently he doesn't require surgery. He's going to be back in 6 months. And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just done with some of this shit, because like, these are the same people that call Vince McMahon out of touch. He's seen now, he doesn't get it. I'm like, he probably is. It probably is going to be out of touch. I mean, considering what he's a baby boomer and stuff like that, and then he's making a show for millennials right now, and then his target audience is kids or younger people. But thing is, the simple fact of the matter is, he has no choice but to be out of touch. Cause who can be in touch with a bunch of ignorant bastards up here who are celebrating a guy that they were behind the entire time he was in NXT? The moment he get called to the main roster, you're celebrating his fucking injury. Then the fact is with Seth Rollins, then y'all up here, first, y'all hate the fuck out of him because y'all didn't like how his heel run was going, even though the fact that he ran it perfectly. But then all of a sudden, oh, he's ACL injury. All of a sudden now y'all miss Seth Rollins. All of a sudden now y'all repaint the picture of how great his heel run was, talking about how he actually did do what he needed to do to work the Smarks over and stuff like that. How he actually worked the IWC over. So in other words, how his heel run was a stroke of genius. Now all of a sudden y'all caught the Bret Hart-itis saying, oh, he's a dangerous worker, stuff like that. That Seth Rollins need to be busted down the mid-card. He's sloppy in the ring. Now y'all fucking hate Seth Rollins again. And then the fact that y'all a month ago were cheering on the fact and making fun of everything fucking Roman Reigns because he got busted with a wellness policy. Who knows, the steroids, Adderall or whatever. But the thing is, now all of a sudden y'all like Roman Reigns. And then, like, some of y'all are hoping that Roman Reigns beats, so I think with Kevin Owens, so that way he can become the Universal Champion or something. So now y'all want him to actually have the title again? Like, who the fuck can stay in touch? I mean, you can't be satisfied for any fucking thing. Y'all turned the fuck on Sasha Banks. Some of the comments were borderline, ain't no borderline. Some of the comments were fucking racially insensitive as hell. The whole Kool-Aid had to be a Sarah Scott wrestler. Where the fuck y'all saying? Like, really? Come on, I don't think she gives a fuck about video games in her bank statement. But, I mean, and then y'all are semi-happy that she's injured for whatever reason. Now y'all all jumping behind Bayley on the main roster. I'm like, oh, Lord, Bayley. I really, really hope that she doesn't get fucked over, considering the fact where the WWE officials could claim to feel about Bayley, where they feel like they can market her as the female John Cena. Hopefully that means A, she gets over real well with her target audience, where some of these up here ungrateful bastards up here don't ruin her push or don't ruin her matches, because at least she have a strong, dedicated fan base out here. Because other than this right now, I don't trust these fans at all. They talk about Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Nakamura and stuff like that. I mean, I want them to betray Nakamura when he gets to the main roster, because he can't speak English that well. You know, apparently he can speak English very well. But all these guys coming up from NXT, I probably don't want to come from NXT because that's kind of the fact that now I'm on the main roster. I'm just going to get shat on the moment I do something. They went after Kevin Owens. They went after Chris Jericho a bunch of times. I'm like, who the fuck can stay in touch with y'all? Anytime they do something up here that's correct, y'all find some way to flip the switch on it and go straight into some BS over and over and over again. You want Brock Lesnar back. You get the Brock Lesnar you want. You bitch about the fact that Brock Lesnar obliterated Cena, even though you wanted Brock Lesnar to obliterate Cena. You wanted Brock Lesnar to be champion. Brock Lesnar becomes champion, and then first you're saying, well, him not being there adds prestige to the belt because it makes the champion appearance more important. And then next thing you know, y'all turn around bitch about the fact that the WWE champion needs to be more visible. How in the world you even know you have a champion? Where are they fighting for if you can't see the belt? But y'all just said y'all wanted the fucking title to be prestigious by the champion appearance being special. But now that it is, y'all bitch about the fact that it's not being special, not a championship being forgotten. Nobody can stay in touch. NXT only works. NXT only works because the simple fact is the show is literally fucking pandering to the hardcore fans to the point that I guess up here the reason why they love it so much and ain't turned on NXT is simply because it's so spoon fucking fed to them that they ain't got to really fucking think about what's going on. The storylines are simplistic enough where, okay, I ain't got to think about it. I just sit here and watch the wrestling. That's it. Then I can just say how great the storylines are because I can just add all the fucking headcanon I want to it. And then after that, it don't matter whether I'm right or wrong. I just come up with some other clever way to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about, and then make a whole bunch of drunken fucking chats in the Full Sail Arena. You cheer for Finn Balor like crazy. He comes up, he gets the push that y'all say he should have deserved, and then y'all fucking betray him, and then you celebrate his injury. And y'all say Vince McMahon is out of touch. I mean, this fucking fan base is out of touch, and then they're not even unique. I see this shit on social media where it don't matter if it's wrestling, it don't matter if it's wrestling, football, basketball, whatever. It don't give a fuck if it's up here, social movements, slack division, all that kind of shit. It's always the exact same thing. A bunch of ignorant motherfuckers keep on echoing everything, and then as soon as something happens that they do want to see, they find some way to flip it something fucking negative and go rambling on and on and on about that. So in other words, I'm glad I got this off my chest so that way I don't have to waste this much time on Real Wrestling talk about some of these stupid ignorant motherfucking fans that really need to have their damn internet taken away from. Cause I mean, y'all people are proving that the dark side of social media is clearly a much bigger deal than what some folks get credit for, because y'all ignorant motherfuckers actually help influence other people. And then the fact that y'all got people cheering for a man injury that y'all said should be the face of the WWE, and y'all happy that he's getting fucking injured. This the Real X Dog. I'm out. Peace.